Hello, Joseph. I am Veronica Goodman, and I will be your counselor. Um, so, let me go over a little bit of rules we have. For your protection, we are anything you tell me, I am not allowed to tell anyone. No one else is allowed to know what goes on in our sessions but you and I. Okay? Um, does that sound okay with you?
Yes.
Um, so, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I just recently come from I just recently was adopted by a new family, and they're really nice and all, and they're very supportive and stuff. And I really don't know how to go about how I feel about that. It's just that I've never I've never had that, and I don't know what to do. I feel like that, you know, whatever I do, things aren't going to change, and I don't want to get my hopes up that this family's going to be permanent because I don't know any better.
Yeah, that is totally an acceptable, that is totally an okay feeling to have. You have been through a lot, and you are very young. You're 10, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm, I'm sorry that you've had to go through so much in such a short amount of time, but with your new family and with uh, me and all the professionals here, we are going to do our best to help you and throughout these situations. Okay? Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on in the schools?
Um. Well, I'm probably not the best student. I have gotten into some trouble.
Okay. So I why do you think that you haven't been getting the grades? And why do you think you have been getting in trouble? Is it because of of being moved from place to place, or is there something else?
I just feel I have a hard time focusing. It's like I worry about things, and I just feel as though nobody understands me.
Do you feel like no one understands where you've came from because you don't know if anyone else has ever had to go through this? What makes you feel that way?
I've never met anyone who has had to go from foster parent to foster parent and then get adopted, and that it just all goes. It's like all so much information.
A lot of it's a lot of information to have and a lot of pain to hold. I know, but I'm here to tell you that I see kids younger than you and some older than you every day that go through the same thing that you are going through. So you are not alone in this, and I don't want you to feel like you are alone. So let's talk about some of the things you enjoy, some hobbies you may have.
Well, I really enjoy my pets. I have a dog, and it just seems like it always makes my day to come home and to see my dog and to get to play with him. Seems like it takes my mind off things.
Mhm. Yes. Um. So your dog is kind of like your escape. Is that right?
I feel as though I respond to it better. Like it's just something that's always so happy, and it just knows how. I just feel like it knows how I feel.
Hmm. Uh, it's a very good companionship to have. I know. It's nice to feel as though you have a friend. Um, can we elaborate on that just a little bit? Can we talk more about that?
When you know, I'm really close with my adopted mother, and I really enjoy being around her. And I feel as though I'm growing more attached to her. It's just that I have this fear of becoming attached because I don't want to be taken away. And I feel like with my dog, I can get away from all of that, and it's nice.
I'm sure it is a very nice feeling to have. But you know, you have to think about it this way. This is not just another foster home. These people have adopted you into their family. Um, they have sent you to me and put you in the hands of this agency to help you to figure out the reason behind your low grades and about your tantrums. So they are that I could see how much they love and care for you. So if you could you please tell me a little bit about why you have these tantrums?
Well, see, my new parents, they're really they have a lot of rules, and I'm not used to rules, and when I want something, it's how I express it.
So the tantrums that you're having, it's from you're not used to not getting everything you want. Is that correct? Or you're not used to having to ask someone for permission to do things.
I'm just I'm not used to asking permission. It's usually just whenever I want to do it, not on somebody else's time.
I could understand that you are used to raising yourself basically, and now you're suddenly someone else is doing the job for you. But you have to understand that these are your parents now, and they are here to help you. And what they tell you and what they ask of you is not to harm you. It is just to help you become a better student and help you adjust better in your family as of right now. And they realize you've been through a lot. So, um, could you tell me some about school? Like, are there any activities at school that you are interested in?
I would like to play sports, but I feel like that I don't belong in them.
What makes you feel like you don't belong in sports?
I just feel like it's for the popular people, and I'm just not that.
Well, sports are definitely not about your your popular your popularity in school. Um, have you tried out for any kind of sports team?
No,
Um, could you try out for a sports team, or is it a certain grade that you might have to have?
we do have to keep a certain grade to be able to play. Yes.
Well, can we think of it this way? You, what kind of sport would you like to play?
Soccer would be my favorite.
Can we? Could you think maybe helping yourself do better in hopes to maybe play soccer? That way, you could have something to focus your feelings on instead of letting them come out as tantrums and biting and hitting and things like that.
That would be very nice.
So could we work on that for the next session? Could we work towards helping you maybe get a tutor if you need it? Just I know your parents are more than happy to help you. We could, and I'm always here if you need someone to talk to. Um, we can help you get on the right track to get good grades and help you get onto a soccer team. Because I know if you become included in a sports team or a club, you are going to feel more included and you're not going to feel as left out. Would that be something you'd be interested in working towards? Is that a goal?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And what about your attachment issues? How about what's something at home that you really love to do?
At home, well, I like to be with my animals, and I really like to walk my dog, and that's one of the main enjoyments I get when I can just be out with him and taking him for a walk and playing in the yard and
Hmm. Yes. We can. How about we focus on that just a little bit too? You have. Um, we want to try to help you learn to be learn to love your family. I know you do love your family, but I know you fear that love. So could we use your dog and your love for your animals to help you find companionship and trust in your family? You have trust for your dog. Um, can we have trust with your family? So when you feel the love and trust with your dog, um, let's try to focus that and try to focus that more on your family. Can we do that?
yes,
Um, how do you think you could go about doing that?
maybe asking them to do more family activities such as like going to the park, have family night.
That's a very good idea because even though you might feel like you're not a part of this family yet, doing things with you like going to the park with your dog and walking the dog with you could help you feel like you can be attached to this family and accept the love that they're trying to give. So let's work on that and try to get to the point where you can trust this family and you are getting to where you want in school. So we can say goodbye to these tantrums and we can help you become the bright young individual that I know you are. You are a very smart man, smart boy, and you're going to become a very intelligent man one day. Those are some strengths that I see in you just in this session. And I see a lot of compassion, a lot of love that you have for your animals and for your family. And we don't want you to be afraid of that love because that's a very good quality to have, to be able to love and to be able to trust. So, can we work on this for a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. So, next week in our session, this is some things that we are going to address further. And starting today, let's try to get on track. We can set you up with a tutor if you want, and we can go from there. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.